What's up, you dumb motherfuckers? We're back. What's up, you dumb sons of bitches? We're back. We got a big Premier League review for you. Just a heads up, if you hear any yard work noise, that's what it is. Get the fuck over it. Move on.
Big game. First one we're going to talk about. The game that just ended 2-2. Manchester City, Liverpool. As you can see on my famous pop-ups right above us. It was a big game. It was 2-2 at Anfield. 2-2 again at the Etihad. I feel we could have won the game. After seeing it all, I feel we had the better chances, but it was just such a great game overall. Liverpool are such a good team. We're such a good team, I know that. But I felt we could have won.
For sure. I definitely think that City had the better opportunities, and obviously they went ahead twice, so they had the better chances to win.
For sure.
You could argue that they should have, but honestly, scoring 2 goals in that first half, it's just they had a whole second half to score.
Yeah.
They just happened to score in the first couple minutes of the second half, but at the same time, they had a whole half to score, and you kind of expect Liverpool to. So you can't really be too upset that they equalized, but I think they had a chance a couple of times to take the win 3-2.
Yeah, the early goal, first goal, I was actually in the car. I'm driving, listening to it through my radio, and I hear Kevin De Bruyne's name shouted, and he scores, so I start freaking out. I eventually see the goal.
Deflection, by the way.
Deflection. I don't care. I'll take it. It goes down as a Kevin De Bruyne goal. It was in the 5th or 6th minute. The perfect start.
Wild.
Perfect start for City. I mean,
they even had an opportunity right before.
We were going oh my gosh. We need to talk about Sterling. I will always like Sterling, and I will always defend him as much as I can in any situation. But sometimes he just makes it so hard because his finishing this season and in past seasons and overall
his whole career he struggled to finish.
Inconsistent, and it's really showed here today that he had a few chances that I felt he should have put away, but he just couldn't.
He wasn't able to. He had, like he said, quite a few chances where one of them he did score. But then it got offside. Just barely, though. Barely offside. Barely offside. And, I mean, at that point, that was a really good finish.
That could have been to win the game, honestly. It would have been the 3rd goal for us.
Yeah,
presuming they wouldn't have scored after.
It was a really good finish from him. And, honestly, that would have wiped away the boring, terrible day, I would say, that he had. I mean, he had those good runs in behind. But nothing was productive.
The end product is finishing. I don't know what it was. It was just off. It showed. Like I said, it makes it hard to defend him because it's these big games where you need him the most to score. And yeah, he can score against Norwich and get a hat trick against Burnley or something like that or whatever. And but God, and I'm a little disappointed in Phil Foden. He had a lot of good moments. But the overall game, I felt he wasn't as involved as I wanted him to.
He wasn't consistent through the game, for sure.
He wasn't consistent. Kyle Walker had a decent game. He made the mistake giving Mane that second goal into halftime, which was a bummer. Right into halftime, I think they said 48 seconds or something like that into halftime. They go down, score, make it 2-2, and then you're like, that really shouldn't happen that soon after halftime.
Right, and from that point, anything fucking goes.
2-2, level pegging, and then the momentum completely is switched.
Complete 180, especially being in the Etihad. I mean, they don't really have as much support as they would like.
They were probably packed out today, for sure.
So, I mean, when that momentum switches back to Liverpool, you're kind of sitting there like, oh, fuck, what are they going to do? But, I mean, they held on, I guess.
Yeah, you could say we held on, but we had the better chances, too. Mahrez, we'll talk about that at the very end. Him going down, last chance of the game, pretty much. And he had a chip. I felt he was just put off a little bit. Maybe it was just the moment, I guess. He just hit it too hard. Maybe he just panicked a little bit. I don't know.
He fluffed it a little too high.
I don't know. He had the chance, though. I thought he could have. Jesus, though, surprise start with a goal.
Made the most of it.
What a goal. Really good. That was a striker's finish, you could say. Put it right over Alisson, off the bar, into the goal. made it 2-1, and then obviously they go and tie it back up. But Jesus, I was really surprised to see him start.
Out.
No, I don't think anybody expected him to start. Usually, I would say it'd be Riyadh. I would have bet money that Riyadh was going to start this game because it's big game Riyadh. He shows up in the big games for us a lot. Kevin De Bruyne again showing up in the big games again in this one with a deflected goal, but still a goal. Overall 2-2. We had the better chances, but I felt we should have won it though.
I don't like either of them, so I'm glad they drew. Things have gone from bad to worse at my club, honestly. I don't know where we go from here. We lost 1-0 to Everton, as you can see.
Yeah, it's all the pop-up.
Man, I don't even know what to say sometimes. These players, man, they just love to ruin my fucking weekends. They love to do it. They love to wake me up early on a Saturday morning.
7:30,
after I've worked
early.
all week. And I finally get to sleep in one day, but no, I choose to watch United, and they do this. They lose 1-0 to a relegation team.
Who's battling for? They're not in relegation.
They're 1 point above Burnley, who they just lost 3-2.
They lost. And Burnley just lost 2-0 to Norwich.
So now they've probably got some space. But a week ago, 3 days ago,
yeah,
they were like 16th or 17th.
Yeah.
So to go and lose to those championship level players somehow.
Everton, who are having a terrible
not even a championship level manager.
Season.
Lampard is terrible, but he fucking beat us. How do you let that happen?
Anthony Gordon, is that the goal scorer for Everton?
Something
Gordon.
Anyways, who cares?
He's the young gun for Everton, showing off, getting a goal against United.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. You definitely want to see that as an Everton supporter.
And it's the winner.
Seeing it from the young guy, like that's what you want.
Sure, though. Yeah, but
1-0.
Honestly, United just played horribly. There was no effort. There was no passion. There was no drive.
Pogba, Ronaldo, Bruno all in. I didn't see the game. Disclaimer.
But, so Fred started the game, had to come off injured, which really sucks because he always has energy in abundance. That dude just runs and runs and runs, and that's what he's in the team for. And without him, they had to bring on Matic. And you know how much he slows down the game.
Yeah.
Not even intentionally. He just isn't able to move like Fred.
No more.
So when he's on next to Pogba has to then kind of move around more so than when Fred is there because Fred fills in more spaces than what Matic does. But at the same time, you still have to be able to score against this shitty fucking team. Pardon my French. But, they're so bad. Like, if anybody's watching, which we know you are, Everton.
Yeah, Everton fans.
Like, you gotta know it. You gotta know that you guys are being fucking horrible this
Dog
year.
water this year.
Literally.
They got Calvert-Lewin back there with Charleston back. Like, they got a few of their
players. If they go down,
healthy.
I wouldn't mind either of them to be a backup on our team. BT Dubs.
I think Calvert-Lewin could make a shout.
Be a striker for us.
If Ronaldo left.
I think even if he stays, because they play so differently, they would be up to. But nonetheless, we fucking lost 1-0. I hate the team right now. I can't wait for hopefully Ten Hag to come in and ship out half of these players. Because honestly, maybe 6 of them deserve to wear the shirt after yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Spanish Dave, he fucking called everybody out. De Gea said that they outworked us. They wanted it more than us. They were more efficient on the ball, and that's why we lost. That's exactly why we lost. Our goalkeeper knows it. Maybe he stays, but, is he what we want going forward? His attitude is right, but is his ability there? So it's like, you don't know. But nonetheless, we fucking lost 1-0. I hate it right now. I hope we get better.
Let's hope Ronaldo doesn't get fined for smacking phones. Wrapping up the video here, we're just gonna scroll through all the other Premier League results that happened.
Give you a heads up.
Some important games, some impressive games, some impressive performances, particularly Heung-min Son, a hat trick against Burnley, I believe.
Yep.
What a guy.
Honestly, I'm not his hugest fan, but he is just super good. I don't like his attitude a lot of times. He's kind of a bitch sometimes, but at the same time, he is super fucking good.
Yeah, it was Aston Villa. I'm sorry, it was Aston Villa who he got it against.
Yeah, it's that same
impressive.
colors, honestly.
Yeah.
Like literally same colors.
Yeah.
So, Son is just so good, and I think a lot of Spurs fans a couple months ago may have not wanted him in the squad.
Insane.
So to think that is just absolutely dumb.
Insane.
But Chelsea, they also won 6-0. Unfortunately, they really fucked up Southampton.
Yeah. Chelsea. Pulisic didn't start. Don't think he really played much of a part, so we don't really care.
Fuck 'em.
Another American, though, Jesse Marsch. Leeds getting a 3-0 crucial win over Watford. It's what we love to see. We're small Leeds supporters now, especially.
No,
I am.
I'm not.
Small Leeds supporter.
Don't get it twisted, motherfucker.
Yeah, especially because Jesse Marsch, pretty much.
If Aronson goes there, I'll hope that he does well.
Yeah.
But
Big
because
win
it's a
for
manager,
them.
I can't fucking support him. So
Big win.
just like another team, I can't support Arsenal. They lost. Thankfully, they lost to Brighton 2-1. But unfortunately, that does mean Spurs moves up to 4th in the table.
Yeah, Spurs are. They're win-loss. Yeah, but
Conte knows what to
Conte
do. Hey, he knows how to achieve his goals.
He's trying. He really is.
So I think Arsenal have bottled it. Let's see if they become the new bottlers.
We're all done here. 2-2 City against Liverpool. 1-0 United against Everton. Your meme. Look forward to our next video, as you always do.
As you always do. We make sure. Fuck. Yeah, find some more to cut it. I don't give a fuck.